Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Call of the Wild the Angler. And the last couple of days I'm busy working on temperature. So what I see is that more and more people start to use that, and I wanted to do the testing decent. So I went into the temperature. It's not that easy, because you need to first understand what is in the game. So I'm not sure at this moment that in a certain area on those temperature that you get more diamonds. I cannot say that. Maybe I never can say that. But I hope if I keep testing that I can do it at the end of the videos, because I'm going to make a couple of videos. So that's something for later on. Another thing that I'm going to show you guys in this video is something that is not true. So what I see, and I see it so much on Discord, I'm not sure where people are getting that. I can understand that, but I see a lot of stuff happening like this. So people that believe in temps, they say in the morning it's cold, it needs to be a little bit warmer, so you need to wait a little bit until the sun is coming, it warms up the water and all that stuff. That's not true. That's not true. They never tested that, by the way. So I did now testing a couple of days. I will show you guys right the results. So you got a range of temperature. So for this spot, my grass carp spot, it's 22 to 24 Celsius. And if you start on a server in the morning, that temperature, so that range, will stay until you end the game. So if you play 3 days at the same server, at the night it will be that range, at the midday it will be that range. It's never going to change. There is never anything warming up or cooling down. It's just that static temperature. That's simply not in the game. Another thing, if you start at the noon, the temperature goes higher, and if you fish to the night, it stays at 27. It never changed. And that's what I'm going to show you guys, because I did the testing. It took me a lot of time, 10 to 20 hours, because 1 day in this game is a long time, but it's not in the game. That's one of the things that I already can say is straight on bullshit. There is nothing warming up if you stay here. It's just not true. And you guys can do it yourself. Start in the morning, fish 1 day, and just check the temperature the entire day of the fish at one spot. One spot, by the way. Because that's the thing. If you move spots, the temperature is changing. But that has nothing to do with this. At one spot, there is never going to change one thing. So if you stay at the spot entire time, it will be always the same. So I'm going to show you guys that now, because I did the testing here. I did the testing in the Atlantic salmon. The next video is going to be something else too. I'm going to show you guys that indeed that spot over there is colder than here. That's in the game. That's something that I hear a lot from people that follow temperature. That's true too. That's true, but that's something that I will show you guys in the next video. So let's have a look. So I'm going to put my text file on, because it's a lot. And you guys will see right away what I mean. So this is something that I'm going to show you guys in the next video. That's, by the way, in the game. It's not in the game either. So the depth does not matter for temperature. It's just the same static temperature than the surface. I already did the testing on the Caruso barbel. I need to do a little bit more. But 40 meters or surface at the same spot is the same temperature. It's not in the game. Normally in live that's not the case, because these I got from Wikipedia. So that's not the case. But I'm going to show you guys first the testing. So you can see it's a lot of testing. This is only a part of the testing. I will show you guys a bug in the system too, the temperature system, because you can see it really easy. So what did I do? So I went first to Norway. I went to a well-known spot. So this is spot 1 on the diamond on the big lake. So you guys can right away see. So I started silver salmon, and you see right away 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, 7.9. This is an entire day, by the way. My temperature never changed. So I went to the night. You would think it becomes cooler. No, it's not. Here it's 10 a.m. It would be warmer. No, it's not. So you got a range from 7.2 to 8.3 on that position. and the entire 24 hours, it stays that. The next days, it's the same. So if you stay on the server for 5 full days, you will never have other numbers than this. You can go a little bit lower. It's always possible you catch a 7.1 or 8.3, but you never will get a 4. That's not going to happen. So I thought by myself, that's very strange. So the temperature stayed the entire day just the same. So what did I do? Because I thought, okay, the temperature is always the same. Then I went with the morning. And you can see if you start the server in the morning, the temps are a lot lower. And they stay for the entire day too. So I didn't test further here because I already had it here. But it stays just the same too. So this is another target. The morning is 5.3 to 6.2 and it stays the entire day. So what I saw was that the night and the morning got the same temperatures, and the noon and the evening got the same too. So you only got in this game 2 settings of temperature, and they never change. They always be between those range, and there is no influence because there is no weather in this game. That's what Gas said. There is no weather. How can it ever be influenced by weather? And that's how you need it. There is no sun, there is no rain, there is nothing. It's just a static range temperature the entire day long. And then I went for more testing because I was not satisfied. And then I went for the grass carp. And then I got confirmation what I saw with the Atlantic salmon. But I did some more testing. You can see here, so I started a new day. Always at the same spot, by the way. I never changed because otherwise you're wrong testing. And here you can see it too. So I started in the morning, and you can see here I did a total 24 hours. Not all the fish are here, by the way. I caught, I think, 300-400 or something. If I was out of the range that I had before, I just put them in it. But you can see it really good. So if you come to South Africa and you start at noon until you stop with that server, you will get always temperatures. This was morning, sorry, morning. You always get temperatures between 22 Celsius and 24 Celsius. And it will never change. So you can see this was the morning. Here we are at the midday. It stays. It even goes down sometimes. So it's just a static temperature. You can see it here. There is nothing involved. It's not getting warmer by the sun. It's not raising. It's just always the same numbers in the same range. Another thing, that's for the guys that follow temperature for diamond. So I got here a diamond, and guess what? He was outside the temperature. Because that's the problem that I see people a lot doing too. So they post a catch screen and they say, oh, here, look at the temperature. It's always the same. That's true, what you see there. But you can see that I had an entire day that was between 22 and 24. And there was only one fish that went to 25.3, and that was the diamond. So this diamond was outside the temperature of the day. So that's problematic if you follow temps, by the way. Because what this is saying is that if you follow the... Of course you can say, if I got silvers between 22 and 24, I will get diamonds. And that's true too, but why is that diamond outside the entire temperature from the day? That's problematic. So that's already one of the red flags for me, that temperature is probably not influencing so much or totally not the diamond spawn. Because it's totally out of the total temperature. Suddenly I had him here at 6 AM and he gave me 25. Where this number is coming, I don't know, because I was not in the day of 25.3. That's the other day. That's the funny part. This is the temperature of the noon and the evening, but not of the morning. So I think it's possible that diamonds just spawn in random. But we will see in the next videos. But that was not yet enough, so I did another morning. So you guys can see, I wanted to test it a little bit more. I started at the morning again, and I had just the same. So there was nothing less that happened, because I need to retest it. So maybe there were more than one temperature in the morning. No, that's not the case. It's one temperature at at one 12 hours, another at the other 12, and it's always the same range. And then I started to test once again. So South Africa, this is the noon. You can see it here. And you can see right away just the same again, one full day. So here you can see that the range, if you start at noon, is this. It can be a little bit lower, a little bit higher. The entire day. So I went here to the night. It's day 27. That's very curious, because if I go with the morning and I go to the night, it stays at 22. So it's not changing. Where you start the server, what time is going to give always the temp for the entire time that you're on that server. There is nothing influencing the temperature when you are playing the game at the same server. You can see it here once again. So I started at 26, 27. That's the noon temperature that you get. The entire 24 hours, it was just the same. There was one hiccup, this one. And that's something that I see 3-4 times. I saw it on 500 fish, but I think it's a bug. Sometimes the system breaks and thinks by himself, fuck, I'm at the night and I need to give lower temperatures, but sometimes it does that, but not a lot. You can see it, I put plus minus here, because those temperatures, like in 5 minutes later, it dropped 4 Celsius. And that's the right one, by the way. Is it a bug? It's possible. But if it is a bug, it's not so good that you follow temperatures, I think. But therefore I put it here. And then I had 2 diamonds here too. And guess what? Those diamonds, they were nicely, it was 26.8, 27.8, and they were in the Celsius of the day. So this diamond was in the Celsius of the day. The first one was outside the temperature. So you can see it here. So this is what you get. Then I did a little bit more testing, but yeah, once that you know that, then I started a new day in the evening. But I saw right away, evening got the same temperature. I stopped putting them. I fished a little bit more, but it was once again in the noon. So just the same than the noon. And then I started at the night, and here I saw something special. I saw the first couple of fish. I thought, okay, that looks the same like the morning. So it was 22.5 that I had here in the morning. But then at the night I had right away a little bit colder. And then it went to 22. So if you start at the night, it's a little bit colder. But I cannot say, because it's only 0.5 Celsius, that it went down. But I cannot say it's a different temp setting at the night. I think it's the same like the morning. So that's all what I can say, because it went to 22. My previous was 22.5, but it never went to 24 like in the morning, but it was close. 23.3 is here. So I think if I keep fishing, because that's what I'm doing at the moment, so I think it will go to 24, what I had here in the morning as range. So I think evening and morning is the same temp chart. So that's it, guys. So if you see somebody saying it's warming up, or saying that I'm going to wait because I'm going to get the diamond a little bit later in the day, that I'm fishing because it's getting hotter, that's not true. It's not in the game. You guys can see it here. The testing says it all. I know it's very difficult in this game to try to say something else, but I hope that the testing said everything. This took me 10 to 20 hours of testing. I didn't skip anything, but here you can see clearly that it's not changing during the day. It's always the same. You sometimes got hiccups, but I think that's bugs. And even the diamond is out of the temperature range in the first one. So that is the first video, guys. I'm going to work now on the second one. That's an easier one. And then I'm going to show you guys temperature is changing on positions, and I see you guys in next video. Thanks for watching. Have fun. And bye-bye.